Hey everyone, I'm Port Tenderloin. This is Angus Beef, and this is Monkey Meat. We're gonna be going off some tangents.
Pretty good. That was nice.
he Arma is making him very angry, so he can't do his normal
Yeah, this
beat.
this is a standard thing Borland's been doing, where he's very
Yeah,
snippy, he's evil, he's
it,
like
it's
he's acting
irritating
like
me
the
to the point
Joker.
where I'm about to stop using my real, or like I'm gonna stop using my pretend voice for the podcast. I'm about to start using my real voice.
Yeah,
Fuck.
Borland keeps being very short with everybody. He's yelling at me.
You're short.
He's throwing shit. He's punching walls. It's
Yeah,
insane,
because
dude.
we're all in the same space.
Shut the
Yeah,
fuck up. Shut the fuck up, Milk.
Borland's nasty attitude as of late. It's got me worried that he's gonna go and punch more walls.
You can
His
tell.
nasty attitude.
You can tell by Milk's tone that he's very upset and terrified.
It's true.
It is true.
I feel like I'm in like some sort of mad crazy house with a
Yeah,
violent animal.
because we're all in the same space.
It's like
The
being it's
only
like I feel
wa-
like a toddler with a pit bull right now.
the only way to calm him down is to remind him he's privileged.
Yeah, I'm very privileged. Thank God.
All right, now
Bordleon,
you do
remember you're
shit.
white.
Bro, don't you remember how white you are? Oh my
Quit.
Yeah,
God,
he's
you're
like,
right.
You like the Hulk. You like the Hulk coming out of blackface. It's like, oh shit.
Jesus.
I
Yeah.
think the Hulk would blackface.
Let's go to what?
Who's gonna tell him he's wrong?
You're right. The Hulk would on it.
Hulk
I
has
can
mean
see the
face.
what?
Hulk made good Halloween costume.
Hulk,
Hulk, you can't do that. Shut
The
up.
Hulk, you kid.
yeah,
He has the N-word written on his big ass chest.
he
He's
dresses
like,
like
"Look, I
the
black man."
he dresses like Uncle Ben's for Halloween every year. Every year he gets yelled at.
Just to make Spider-Man fucking cry.
Damn. What if the Hulk was racist? That would be like a horror like of all the superheroes for him to be racist, that would be terrifying. He's
It's
like
fucking hilarious because it's like, who can stop him? That's just a common folk. It's like the Avengers have to get together and be like, Hulk, you need to stop.
Yeah, chill out with that. And then
Dude,
he just starts saying that N-word.
you are way
It
too comfortable.
just goes out of control. Just and it just starts dropping the N-bomb.
Funny like how humble he acts.
that's
Like,
what the Hulk
what
is,
if
isn't it?
he like yeah, he's Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde sort of.
Yeah.
Or like Bruce Banner, he's like really humble, and like the Hulk, he's just a fucking rager,
I heard the Hulk was described as like an angry toddler.
pretty
And I
much.
just imagine like
Yeah.
him just like shitting himself like in public as the Hulk.
Just when he gets angry.
Yeah.
I saw a meme. It said, what if I feel like if it's the League of Justice or the Justice League was real, we'd really hate them. And then it like showed an example. It said when Superman throws my car at the villain and misses, and it just has Giancarlo's face.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that would be awful. What a terrible world to live in. There's like constantly terrorists just like killing people, and
Well,
then like
it's
And
like,
superheroes come
you
out.
hate the Justice League more than the terrorists.
Yeah,
yeah,
the
it's like,
go ahead.
yeah, that is, it's like, and especially when you're talking about how, like, for example, in how many times Metropolis has been destroyed in their fights, like. Fucking when the Justice League fought Doomsday, they destroyed like two cities in the process.
Like damn.
They
It's
are
like, damn,
really
now
a
my insurance,
menace.
yeah, now my fucking like my city's insurance is fucking through the roof because the Justice League keeps blowing up the fucking my house.
Hmm. I would move. I would move away.
Would you? I would. I don't think I would.
Fuck Metropolis.
Yeah, fucking.
He has the worst superhero anyways. Fucking Superman. All
Well, I
Superman, but
don't.
he's like Goku, but less charismatic, is what
Why do we
Superman is.
consider the good guy the same guy that wears underwear on the outside of his costume? What the
I
fuck?
don't. I personally don't totally fuck with Superman, anyways.
Yeah,
Same.
I like Goku. He's cooler.
Oh my god.
Oh wow, a
Jesus
dude.
H Christ,
Wow,
dude.
what a guy. He never visits the barbershop ever.
Yeah, Goku's badass.
I
Also, because
prefer
he
Go.
undoes everything by using the Dragon Balls. So even if he did destroy everything, he just brings it back.
Aren't there like a limited amount of Dragon Balls? They gotta stop wasting them on like random ass motherfuckers like Yamcha who don't deserve it.
It comes out like they refresh every like year.
They refresh. So Goku's got a monopoly
They
on fucking
he
Dragon
hits
Balls.
F5.
Yeah.
He just. I feel like after they revive Yamcha, they just look at him and they go, "Dude, you need to retire. We're
Yamcha,
tired of
poor
we're
Yamcha,
tired
dude.
of carrying
Or
tired of carrying
Yamcha.
you."
Yamcha fucking sucks, bro.
Yeah, but he gets cucked, bro.
He gets cucked. He was cheating, man. I don't care if he gets cucked.
He gets
He's a
cucked.
bitch.
He gets beat up. He gets killed over and over. Whereas Krillin, right? The midget man.
Is that what we call it?
He
Bro,
bangs the
Krillin
hot.
probably. I'm about to say Krillin probably went crazy on Android 18. Let's be
Dude,
honest.
he was like punching her ass cheeks into like fucking mashed potatoes,
Yeah,
dude.
he was probably going crazy.
She got that vibrating Badusi.
Hell yeah, dude.
Something like that.
Yeah, Android 18 is hot as fuck. I just wish that you would bang Yamcha with Krillin. Just throw him a
No,
bone. Throw
Yamcha
Yamcha
that. Nah, hell nah, bro. Yamcha does not deserve it.
a bone.
We all hate Yamcha here.
Yeah, why are you being so sympathetic to the guy? I don't even watch the
I
show,
don't
and
hate
I
Yamcha.
know that Yamcha isn't an important character.
He's not a good dude either.
Yeah, he's like a thief.
I never knew that.
He's like a robber.
Not like the reason a lot of the Dragon Ball fans like dislike Yamcha is because Yamcha dated Bulma for like a while, and throughout their relationship, he would constantly badmouth her behind her back and cheat on her. So like he's the most disloyal motherfucker out there.
He's just
So
trying to
that's why
find
people don't
his.
like
He's
him.
just trying to find true love, man.
What the fuck? All right, new topic. Milk is
Oh,
Yamcha.
already?
Milk is
He's
Yamcha.
trying to get his he's trying to get
Yeah.
his Riz up. Come on, guys.
Yamcha's not so bad. I'd rather be the other dude with the big mustache. What's his name again?
Roshi.
No, not Roshi. The one that can't
I
fight
don't know.
but says he can. The hell's his name?
Roshi, Master Roshi.
Mr.
No,
The
Satan.
old
Roshi
man.
can fight. Roshi does have fun hands.
Mr. Satan. All right.
Satan?
Isn't that his name, Mr. Satan?
You're talking about like
Who?
actual Satan?
The fighter.
Hey,
But he
What the
can't
fuck are you
fight.
talking?
Talk about the mustache.
everyone
man.
in the damn show's a fighter, bro.
Yeah, but he can't fight. He's like the the main example. Like, he
This
tries
is
to-
very.
he tries
This
to
is not
fight Cell.
helpful.
He tries to fight Cell, gets his ass beat.
This really isn't helpful, dude.
Yeah. I don't even watch the show, so I can't even help you.
Mr.
Yeah, I'm more confused.
Yeah, I haven't watched Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z in a long time.
I think we got
Yes,
that.
that's why he's just taking. He doesn't even want to give in to the fact that Yamcha's a shitty person. He just
Yeah,
wants to.
I don't even remember.
This is the same with Infamous Second Son. You don't want to admit that it's a good game because you don't even remember it, and you're
That-
sticking
Oh,
by your
him?
values.
Yeah, him. I'd rather be him.
I have no clue who he is.
He's fucking Vidal's dad. Or Vidal. How do you say her name? I need also
I don't know.
Bordleon to retort on your evil fucking schemes. My problem was that I told you, all I said was I remembered it being bad, and then you kept saying no, it's good, and I said I don't believe you. And then you're like you're every example I would give you of shit that I remember, you're like, no, that doesn't count. You need to get more.
You
You
didn't even
piece of
remember
shit.
shit.
People are gonna hear it. People are gonna hear the last episode. They're like, yeah, Borland's insane.
Yeah, all you remember is he had smoke powers. That was it. And neon powers. That
Yeah,
was it.
and neon powers, and the map was small, and there was a bunch of glitches.
The map was even fucking small. There was a few glitches, yeah, but you hardly ever run into them.
I ran into him all the time.
We're we're
I
not
feel like you
arguing this
purposely
again.
did
That'd
it.
be 2 episodes in a row. Damn it.
You just
It's
suck.
Bordleon, dude. He builds his own fantasies. He's insane.
No, just different topics. Stop talking about Infamous.
Bordleon dresses up as the fucking dude from Infamous while he does the podcast. That's the real problem.
Wow.
No.
He's the biggest fan.
Why? No, don't say it like no. No, say just flat out no, because that makes people think that you might actually be doing just that.
He is
Right
doing
now.
that. Yeah, send a picture, Bordleon. Go ahead.
I'm wearing a denim vest right now.
He has no pants on. Yeah.
I'm
I
waiting
feel
for the
like
day that Borlon accidentally sends a picture of his cock in the fucking topics channel.
Oh, he sent that to me. Look, I'll share it to you right now. Hold on.
He sent you a picture of his cock, bro.
Right here. Hold on. Where is
Please
it?
tell me you're kidding.
Where is it? Where is
Listeners, I might just get a full-on view of another man's penis here in a second.
it?
I'm looking through my own stuff.
It's Borderlands.
Here.
Oh, that was Matilda. My bad. This is Matilda right here.
Here's a picture of my cock.
That's a
Ew.
picture of your fucking big ass forehead.
Thanks.
Look at discussions.
I think you would say
Ah.
dickhead.
That's what Matilda does every day.
Whoa.
Oh,
It's
wow.
Did you DM him something?
No,
Oh.
check discussion. That's a full-on picture of a guy. Okay. Listeners, in case you're wondering what I'm looking at, I'm looking at a picture or a video of a
Why'd you remove it?
man using his phallic object to play a guitar.
I was watching that.
Yeah, that was Matilda.
Turn it back on.
I got them confused. My bad.
Let's not just say that was insert this person. I don't think that'd go over well.
I told you guys Matilda had a hog. He plays guitar with it. What do you know?
And a hog. Oh my god.
That was a giant whap pedal.
Yeah,
That's foul.
they definitely heard the audio there. That's
Oh,
just
God.
another example of high quality. But you know, what do you expect when you listen to a podcast with Mistress Wormo as the image you're looking at?
God damn it, bro.
Yeah. First topic we have is worm love. Why we love worms.
Yeah, worms are pretty cool. You know, they do a lot of good for the environment, shit like that.
They eat shit and fuck, dude. That's the American dream. They're the real Americans, I think.
Oh, bro, you didn't even really you didn't really draw the little band-aid right. Oh, what's that called? Fuck. What's that part of the worm called? The little band-aid.
The
I
little
always forget what it's called.
The little funny stuff.
Oh, it's called the clitellum. That's what it's called.
It's a foreskin.
Yeah, it's just the worm foreskin. Worm skin.
The worm skin.
What if your
No,
penis
dude, that's
smelled like a worm?
Bro, that's like actually how they reproduce, though. Like they just rub those little clitellum together.
What if
There
your
was
penis
one
smelled like a
time-
worm?
There's one time at MCT Marine Combat Training.
Uh-huh.
We were basically doing our BSRE. It was a battle standards readiness exam. We were sleeping in the compound. I was actually in the wrong part of the compound. I was supposed to be with my platoon, but I got separated somehow. And so I was just enjoying a long ass nap.
You held the wrong
Uh,
hand.
What?
Grab the wrong penis.
I reached to somebody else's sleeping bag. No, so I was sleeping and well, I woke up because I heard gunfire, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, interesting.
Well, I mean, well, it's not like we were actually shooting each other. We had blanks.
Oh,
I
that's
told I woke up, I looked around, and I was like fucking confused. And all of a sudden, I look over to where the COC was, the active COC for the compound,
Mhm.
and fucking goddamn bullshit. The guy, one of the sergeants was running over to our end of the wall, uh, and he was hauling ass. There was a sling bag just out in the darkness, like 5 feet away from us.
A
And what the
sleeping
fuck could it
bag?
have been? Yeah, it was a sling bag because we were all in sling bags. Um,
Someone's just sleeping outside the little fake wire, makeshift wire you guys had set up.
well, it was Haskell Stacks. Uh,
Oh, okay. I was using
and
the whole
he was away from our
wire
group
thing.
basically. He was away from our group.
Mhm.
We were in the group, close to the wall,
Yeah.
and that sergeant was hauling ass. Well, apparently he didn't see that guy in the sleeping bag, and he was just hauling ass. This man, fucking, he got right over to that kid in the sleeping bag, and he didn't see him still, and he was still running. He stomped on that kid's fucking groin.
Oh my word! He stepped on his worm, dude.
Oh.
And I have never seen. It was like a bean jumping. I saw the whole thing fold in on itself.
Jesus Christ!
And then he tripped. The sergeant tripped. He's like, oh fuck, what the fuck was that? What, you were there? What the fuck? And he goes, oh, whatever. And he kept running. He caught up on the Haskell stack. You know, like his platoon. And he goes, Bravo platoon. I forgot what the fuck it was called. It was like Bravo platoon. Ceasefire and form up. Whatever. Check weapons. I forgot. And he got back down and he started walking away and he looked back. He goes, "Hey man, you good?" He goes, "You George it." And he's like, "Fucking." He's like consoling himself. He's like rocking back and forth. And I had an idea who it was, so I called out to him. I was like, bro, did he hit you in the balls?" He goes, and I was like, "Shit."
Like, ah.
And I just ignored it and I went back to sleep. Not my balls,
Asshole.
not my problem.
uh,
Crushed his worm, dude. Fucking
Yeah, and it
squished
was
it.
funny. Yeah, and a couple minutes afterwards, I ended up finding out I was actually in the wrong group, and they were like, "Where's Bordleon?" And it was like at the opposite end of the wall, and apparently I was in a group that was supposed to enjoy the sleeping. I should have just stayed quiet, but I was
Mhm.
like, "Oh shit, that's me. I should probably go over there." So I went over there and I rejoined up with my platoon, and I ended up having to be an asshole for the rest of the night. Because I had to help the corporal of the guard wake some people up for Firewatch because they didn't have enough people, so they were
Mhm.
doing double shifts. And then I woke up a bunch of guys. Two of them recognized me from boot camp. It was like quiet, so it was night. So when at night, my tone of voice changes. Like I try to be a little bit more quieter. I don't know why, knowing it was a loud environment, but that's what I was doing. Well, instead of just being quieter, I actually had my voice lowered. So I just started speaking in a low tone voice. I was like, "All right, everybody, get up." I was like that.
Mhm.
mm,
And then two of the guys recognized me. They're like, is that fucking Bordleon?" And then they got up, and I was like, "Yeah, we got to pull like double shifts." And they're like, "What? This guy's already like." They were like kissing each other's ass. It was weird. They got like super gay at one point.
they were kissing each other's ass. What?
Yeah, they were like broing out really hard for each other.
Getting real
They
Roman
were
with it.
throwing out really hard, dude.
I'll tell you what they said. Uh, I was like, yeah, so COG is saying that we need more people for Firewatch. I'm about to do a post myself, and then they're like, dude, this guy, he's done so much already. He's been doing such a great job. He's always on top of his shit. He hasn't done anything wrong. I was like, well, I'm just trying to wake y'all up, but y'all are just fighting against it. And he's like, shut the fuck up, Borlon. You don't say that to him. And I was like, then they're like, bro, like they look deep into each other's eyes.
Yeah, that sounds like they were broing up
And
pretty damn
I
hard, dude.
just, yeah, I stopped arguing. I was like, I'm gonna let y'all have this moment. I'm gonna go talk to COG.
Like a couple of Spartan soldiers on a regular day.
Pretty much. It was funny.
How does that
That
even
was
work?
just
How does a fire watch even work? Do you just like sleep for like 2 hours and have to wake up?
no. You stay awake for 2 hours, and then you go on post for the 2 hours, and then once it's over, you have to wait for your relief to come and get you. Now, because there's a bunch of undisciplined kids that were able to slink through boot camp, they do not give a fuck, and they don't care if you ever go to sleep. They will constantly stay asleep, even
Mm-hmm.
though it's their turn to relieve you. So you have to have Marine after Marine after Marine go to where they're sleeping, beat them the fuck up,
Mm-hmm.
and get them to go on post. I was not a dickhead, so if I was late, it was because I actually, I fucked up my alarm, or like I read the alarm clock wrong, or I just didn't set it right. That was
Or
be the
so he
only.
says.
No, that's
No
legit
kidding.
it. Like there are like Marines who'd be like, you would tell them it's your turn for fire watch, and they would go back to sleep.
They're literally just like fuck off.
Yeah. They're like, whatever, I need my nappies.
It's when you squished your balls. That's when
I mean,
you accidentally trip on their balls really hard. Like, whoops.
there was actually a moment in boot camp, and it was my rack mate. Me and him had Firewatch. I was up ready, getting ready, and we had this big dude who came to relieve, or not relieve, came to wake us up. Well, like he saw I was getting ready. Like I was ready for it,
Mm-hmm.
and like apparently it was a couple minutes past, and I'm all ready. I'm waiting on my rack mate, and the guy is trying to wake him up. He goes, "Dude, you need to get up." He goes, "No, no, no, I don't need to. I'm Marine now." So like this is like a foreign Indian dude. He was actually in boot camp. He's actually joining the Marine Corps for to get citizenship.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he did, and so he got real fucking complacent, and he thought he could do whatever the fuck he wanted. Uh,
Then
well,
Borlon stomped on his balls, crushed him within his hand.
that's when I acted. No, no, he so that was it was a big dude. It was like a chunk of Mexican. He
Excuse me? A what?
a chunk of Mexican.
A chonk
I
of
don't know.
Mexican.
He was fluffy.
Oh, a chunky man.
Yeah.
Fluffy.
He grabbed the dude's bed, flipped it the fuck over,
Holy shit.
and I hear. Hold on, can I? I hear this against another fucking bed. He knocked him so fucking hard into another bed. He stood straight up, and that dude was just yelling at him. He goes, "Bro, you fucking grown ass." Like he was actually older than us. He goes, "You a grown ass man. How the fuck you gonna act like this, like a fucking child?" And that the dude he knocked out of bed, Maracme, he acted like he was wronged.
He has to get up.
I was like, dude, you know what we have to do. We have to go on Firewatch. Like, why are you acting like this?
He's like, bro, I gotta sleep.
Mimi's time.
Yeah, right? It's ridiculous.
Did you ever catch people like sleeping at the post?
Oh, I
Actually,
bet it happens all the time.
yes. And there was one such incident, which was the most outrageous thing I have ever seen. Oh man, it was crazy. I was walking by to go use the restroom.
They caught him finger blasting himself.
No, 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 no. And I just saw this dude going straight into his ass. I was like, what the fuck?
Just
No.
going nuts on his
Like,
ass, bro.
I'm digging for gold right now.
Digging for
No.
frost.
Um, no, I walked by and this dude, like, so you're supposed to stand at your post. And this was in boot camp. You're supposed to stand at your post with the logbook in front of you. And you're supposed to give off a certain phrase.
Like a report or some shit.
Yes.
I gotcha. I think I know.
Bop, 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 bop,
And
bop. like that.
Huh?
You're like, oh fuck, and I'm about to come.
I'm about to
Is
go.
that what you had to say?
They would just beat the shit out of you.
Like, when we were stroking my shit, I got lotion on my thing. Is that what you have to say to him when you're there?
Let me. All right.
think
You
so.
saying this just kind of defeats like the ending of the story.
No, finish the story, you shithead.
No, because it's not as like funny as like you saying this is dumb as shit.
Bro, it's funny, man.
Yeah,
Well, no,
dude.
no. Like what? Okay, so I found him like sleeping at post, but he went
Hmm.
over to his rack, grabbed his pillow, came back to the post, got on the ground, and just laid on his pillow, falling asleep.
Changing
Like,
position.
like it was ridiculous.
It'd be funny if he put his pillow down and then circled around it like a dog and then like fell asleep.
For sure, it will like be obvious at that point. It was, I don't know, it was weird.
Yep. That sounds awful.
Yeah,
I hate getting woken up in the middle of the night.
yeah.
Like I constantly have insomnia, so when I finally get to sleep, and then something wakes me up, I get pissed off. Start beating up my
Sounds
nephew.
tough. Jesus.
My 4-year-old nephews are kicking him in the head. Start pushing it on a soft spot, you know? Normal stuff.
Dude, from what I'm hearing, it sounds like Milk just likes to beat up his nephews.
I pick him up.
Sounds like some abuse to me, homie.
I turn into a gorilla and I start throwing them around.
Oh my god.
I go, ah!
I'm about to go.
I'm about to blow.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, that's what they should have told Thanos before they kiss his balls up.
Like when Thanos caught Thor's hammer instead of saying you should have aimed for that. He said, I'm about to go.
You
The
think
dumbest
Thanos
Dear
motherfucker.
has huge
listeners,
balls?
this will be a recurring joke on on this podcast as long as it
This is gonna be
exists.
on my death certificate. He's like the dog. The moment before he
Whoa.
died, he said, I'm about to come."
Ooh, I'm about to blue. So do you.
Oh my god.
Bro, I still can't believe it, bro. Bro was bold enough to do that shit in his car though.
Oh dude, I saw some lady like doing it like in like a supermarket, like parking
People
lot.
have sex
Jesus.
in their cars.
Yeah, I've seen people do it like in like changing rooms and stuff, which always makes me sick to my stomach.
And it's
Like you
obvious too, because you could like see like the steam coming off of their bodies and fogging up the windows.
The steam.
what? What kind of fucking changing rooms are you going to,
I'm
dude?
talking
What
about the
the fuck?
car.
Oh,
Still, bro.
car. Okay.
That sounds insane.
You didn't know that?
Yeah, it's just steaming in the fucking. No, I did not know that.
Well,
Turn the AC on,
whenever you have sex,
dude.
it's a lot of body heat coming together. So whenever
True,
you're
true,
doing
true.
a constant movement, you
Oh,
are like generating heat, and when you do enough of it, especially in an enclosed area, it's gonna end up like generating steam. Especially when you like start sweating.
I was talking about like a solo thing. This is a solo show.
Well, I mean, there won't be any steam then.
Exactly. I was like, what the fuck, steam?
I'm at,
I was talking about people having sex in their cars too.
I was talking about like a woman like squirting all over like a beautiful dress and leaving.
I was talking
yeah.
about stuff. You were talking about stuff. We're all talking about stuff because it's a podcast, guys. Welcome to Tangents.
Yeah. Yeah, I was talking about like a woman vandalizing property and leaving.
Bro, that's not vandalism.
What else would it be?
It's just,
It's the equivalent of
it's just.
pissing all over the place.
Yeah, yeah, it really is. Especially if like
I mean, it's
women.
not intentional.
It
There
is
was
intentional.
actually
She went there.
there was a meme where this girl she like put on all these like one piece swimsuits and she like wore them really scandalously. Like she practically
Hmm.
she made it tight on herself. She made it tighter on herself.
Hmm.
and basically like the bottom seam of the one piece was like up her ass
Yeah.
practically, and then she was like, "Which one do you guys think I bought?" And then like somebody commented there, they were like, "Hopefully all of them, so just shove them all up your ass."
For real, dude. That's why I always wash new clothes when I get them. Like,
Yeah,
that's what
honestly.
I don't know what big brown guy's been beating off all over the jeans.
Big brown guy.
He's talking about I'm about to come.
Shit. I actually had to chase a guy out of a clothing store
For beating off. Is the man beating
for
off?
trying to steal clothing.
Oh. I thought you could say
Yeah,
Dude,
for
some
beating off. I was like, that sounds horrible.
like, sir, you gotta leave, sir. No, no, don't keep stroking, sir. Stop that.
don't grab my hand for it. No, please get out.
That's when you need to hit him
He
like a
starts grunting and
Pakistani
look at
dude.
me like, "You need help."
You know
Bro,
that video where the guy fucking punches the shit out of the Indian dude for beating
Oh
off?
yeah.
That's what you
Oh,
gotta do to him.
oh, you're doing it too.
Gotta straight, you gotta straight fold him. That dude fucking ragdolled. He didn't even try to save himself. He just like fell over.
There's gonna be a lot. I'm realizing there's gonna be so many inside jokes on this podcast. It's not just funny.
Oh, that's why they gotta join the Discord.
No, I
If you
highly advise
join our
against
Vanguard
that.
Discord, you can either find one of our game servers on Conan or Arma 3. Just type in Vanguard.
You can play Conan with me because Bordleon's still mad about me re-enabling a thing in that game.
Or I guess you know what the purge is in Conan.
No, I don't.
Okay. It's basically like a survival setting. Or no, not a survival setting. It's basically a setting where it's like you deal with waves of survival. Like enemy NPCs come and attack you.
Mm-hmm.
I
Hmm.
we had it set up first, and I was like, I guess it's not too bad. And then Milk was like, they'll even destroy your shit. I was like, sounds terrible. I better prepare for this. Well, I did my best to like be better at fighting and shit, and I even tried to take my thralls out to like level them up. That way they'd be ready to fight.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Milk left for the night, even though I told him the purge was coming.
I had work. I had to go to sleep.
The purge is coming.
Yeah, it was coming.
I honestly thought you were gonna be fine because all the thralls were there, and you know.
His thralls were complete pussies.
Yeah, I guess they got
Swear to
stuck inside
God,
the
they
building.
stayed hiding in his house, even when I opened the door. I opened the door, they just ran up to the windows and they just stared out of them while all of our thralls outside were getting attacked.
They were spitting on them.
Yeah. I was fighting off Spartan warriors that just kept coming and crashed the server.
So I got an update on that. I talked to Spur, right, because he was there watching.
Yeah.
I asked like exactly what happened before the server crashed, and he said it's because like they started attacking the bar, and everything exploded at once. So I think it wasn't the purge so much. It was them destroying the foundations that caused the server to crash, because all those little giblets. You know what I'm talking about? I think it.
So
Broke
that's
up.
basically it's
What
still a
happened?
problem then because it's multiple NPCs doing it at the same time.
No, dude. It's called don't let them don't let them destroy shit.
I was just one person.
I thought you had it. All right,
I thought I
my
did
fucking
too.
bad.
Up until they came from every fucking crevice and they came in fucking 20s.
They did not. They do not come in 20s. That's a lie.
Did he tell you? What did he tell you?
They come in like in 5, maybe 10 per wave.
Okay, maybe 10
The
came
waves
from
do
one
not
direction
stack.
and 10 came from another direction
That's
and
not
they would
true.
wait.
I've
They would
tested
wait to beat
these.
my ass.
You're lying already.
They were
Oh my
taking
God.
turds.
You hear Marcus? He just builds shit up.
I'm not getting involved in this.
I've tested this many times. Each time
It
was
wasn't even.
fine.
It wasn't even just the fact that the purge fucked me up and destroyed the one thing I was trying to make as a creature comfort for everybody. It was the fact that you constantly made it look like I was the problem.
Well, you do suck. That's the real problem.
Oh
You
my
suck.
god.
The problem is that you suck at the game, and then you wanted to remove a core feature because you suck so bad. And I even offered to make it easier. Like, no, fuck you. You threw like a temper tantrum to me because I wanted it back. Little bitch.
So yeah, I'm not getting on Conan.
Conan's cool, dude.
No,
But yeah, I moved away anyways because you pissed me off. You PMO'd. You
it's
PMO'd.
fine. That whole settlement's gonna stay abandoned. I don't care anymore.
Spursel lives there.
Huh?
Spursel gets on.
That's cool.
He went to the jungle today. He told me. He said, I'm going to see a fucking gorilla. Or something along those lines. I forget what he said exactly.
That was it. It was like a trip to the zoo. I'm gonna go see a gorilla.
Okay.
Conan is fun.
I'm not getting it.
We should play Star Citizen, Argus. That's what we should
I
do.
uninstalled that for right now.
God damn it.
What if I told you Argus just does not want to play with us?
I think he doesn't want to play with you.
Don't make this about who I do and don't want to play with.
He wants to play with the fans instead.
Yes.
Isn't that right?
Yeah, fans, come play with me.
So
That
dogs
sounds
Argus,
fucking
follow
weird.
him in real
Jesus.
life.
He wants to.
Ladies, give him all the attention he needs.
Yeah, if you're under 18, he really, really wants you around.
No, don't fucking say that.
He's not
He
allowed.
really
next to the
loves
school.
16-year-olds.
Yeah,
Oh, stop.
they banned him from all the schools,
No,
so you can't go
no,
there anymore.
that's so weird, bro. Even as a joke, that's so far. Stop it.
It was a joke. I tried to help you out, man.
No, you're not helping me, but no. Unacceptable.
But yeah, I think Argus said if he did play Conan, it'd only be if they added like elementary schools to it or something cool.
Jesus H. Christ.
Then he'll be really capturing thralls.
Yeah. But yeah, there's slavery. We already explained this, didn't we? On the
Yeah,
the
I don't
recording
know if
didn't
we did it
record.
on a podcast, but we explained that there is slavery, and we try to encourage Argus to take part in enslaving his own
Yeah, in
white
slavery
people.
in Conan, bro.
We encourage him to get white people as slaves.
That's the whole point.
Yeah.
I don't want to enslave people,
White
even
peop-
if they are white.
White people are the best slaves, though. They're super strong.
No, man, they're fucking weak.
No, they're super
What if
strong.
I told you one of these white people came up to me in Conan and they said to me, "Man, both my kids are going to be able to go to college."
I lost half of my slaves to a white guy. And I got him. In the end, I got him.
So I made him my slave.
Yeah, and then I transformed him into a woman.
What the fuck?
That's the best part. Yet, Conan, there's a mod that lets you make people trans by force.
Jesus, bro.
It's fucking sweet.
Sorcery.
Yeah, I've
That
been having
sounds sweet.
tons of fun with Conan. I get my ass beat a lot.
Yeah, you probably fucking deserve it.
I live next to the city. I just go in there, wreak havoc, and take slaves.
Jesus H. Christ. I don't think I want to play Conan. Like, ever.
It's
You
like,
could just build a
Game
bar
sounds-
with me if I
Game
ever go
sounds-
back.
it's like
Game sounds
Minecraft.
fucking horrible.
It's like Minecraft got combined with Skyrim. Is what I see it as.
Oh, so like Argonians and shit?
No, there's no Argonians.
Not
It's
yet.
just like the gameplay aspect is like the fighting and the.
No, I was talking about the
dungeon
slavery piece.
crawling. Oh, Argonians aren't slaves.
Yeah, they are. I mean, maybe not in Skyrim, but in Elder Scrolls lore, yeah. Historically, they've been taken as
Oh,
slaves.
yeah, because they have like an Aztec culture or some shit.
I don't know. It's because they're not humans, humanoid.
I used to play Elder Scrolls Online, and the
I
Argonian.
don't like where this is
I
going.
was an Argonian, right?
Mhm.
So I go. It's like the Argonian homeland is just like an Aztec shithole city. It's literally a shithole. It's not like
Yeah,
a.
it's terrible to live
It,
there.
it's not a cool Aztec civilization. It's like a. It's like a disgusting, horrible, swampy Aztec civilization. But I do like the fact that the Argonians lay eggs.
They lay eggs.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean, they are reptiles.
I love that they lay eggs. It gets me right in the laying egg fetish
Ew.
I have.
Oh, you're just like a
So what
chicken.
if humans laid eggs, bro?
Some people do that. They get like this jelly or something, and then
I really don't want to hear
they
this.
That's
freeze it.
basically what a stillbirth is. Let's be honest.
Yeah, they freeze it.
Really.
That's so fucked
They
up. I'm
freeze it, put
sorry,
up their
man.
ass and their vagina, and then they lay them, and then they eat them, which is honestly cannibalistic. I mean,
Oh fuck! I almost tried here for that.
Disgusting.
well, you don't like fucking eggs?
No, I don't like fucking eggs.
I like eggs when they're not weird, when they're actual like eggs from chickens.
I prefer eggs out of my
I
ass.
mean, eggs been in a chicken pussy. I mean,
Yeah, I don't
Tell-
prefer coochie
tell
eggs
me
if that's what you're
your beautiful
suggesting.
wife of 20 years wants to lay an egg and let you eat it. You won't do it.
It's
I
the
don't know why
difference.
she wouldn't have told me that her about her egg thing after 23 years.
It's a
Is
new
my
thing.
question.
It's a new thing. She started playing Mario. She saw Yoshi.
Oh my god.
And she said, "This is
I
pretty
prefer
interesting."
eggs, not re-shoved up an ass.
No, these eggs are fake
Oh,
Why do they eat them?
because they're jelly. They taste like strawberries, dude. Am I speaking English? Am I not speaking English?
yeah, that's the problem. Is that we understand what you're saying? It's ridiculous. It's disgusting.
A guy mentions an egg and then the whole world goes insane.
No, it's more like you mentioned an egg getting shoved up some chick's fucking pussy and then hers pushing it out.
It's a jelly egg. They push it out.
That
They-
doesn't make it
There, it's
better,
no-
Mill. I don't know, like how you don't understand this.
And then they eat it. They
I think
eat it,
I
bro.
think it'd be way more gross if they pushed up like the salmonella covered egg up their pussy and it cracks. That'd be
Ugh.
terrible. You can see eggs if you put a flashlight through them. You can see the
Yes.
inside of an
See, this is a fact that you could have told us. It would have been less
Yeah.
gross.
egg.
hmm
It's cool.
And yeah, that's like fucking
And then-
freshman year
and
biology.
then you
type
could
shit.
shove the flashlight up her ass after seeing it through an egg.
You think you could do that? Like
The
if you had a-
flashlight and the egg.
if you had a powerful enough light source, you could see through someone's whole body. Right, like the same way you see
I
through your
think that's
finger.
called an X-ray.
Is it?
Yes.
That's what an X-ray is?
Yes.
Wait, sorry. What's an X-ray in essence?
So basically, it's just like it's a type of light source that once they
Oh
flash
yeah,
it,
it's
they-
on the electromagnetic spectrum.
yeah. Basically, it's just a flash of light that shoots through your body, and they take all the images from it and they put it on a screen.
Yeah, that does make sense. Yeah, we should just put a bunch of people through X-rays.
Cause cancer.
No, but like with the egg inside of them, see if we can see it.
Oh my god! Drop the egg.
Like in Jackass when Ryan Dunn put the car up his ass. They went to like this doctor who X-rayed him.
Or up his ass. It's like
Yeah.
a fucking a fucking Hot Wheel.
Yeah, yeah. And the guy,
Oh
the
my
doctor's looking at him
lord.
like he thinks like he got raped or something. He thinks he got gaily raped by his friends.
Jesus.
Yeah.
What's this right here? What's this foreign object? That's a Hot Wheels Dodge Charger.
Yeah, Brian.
That's my
Brian Dunn was like,
my favorite one.
he was like acting like all like upset and like and traumatized by it. And the
Mm.
guy's looking at him like, "What the fuck?" He thought he had like a gay orgy.
Uh, I just got a notification from Bumble.
What's Bumble?
They said you're done.
You don't know what Bumble is?
No, what is that?
It's Tinder, but you men don't message first, women do.
Oh,
Oh.
Y'all didn't know this?
that could be
No, I
awesome or
didn't.
also depressing, depending on the person and how handsome they
Well,
are.
no, like you still do the swipe right and swipe left thing, and when a woman swipe right on you and you swipe right on her and it's a match, she can then decide whether or not to talk to you.
So
Yeah.
it's like a safer Tinder for women.
Yes, I actually have over 6 abandoned chats because women did not want to talk to me.
Got 'em. You should just terrorize these women. I think.
Like an incel.
Not like an incel, but you just like try to freak them out and make them feel weird. You know what I'm talking about?
No, that just makes you a fucking weirdo.
Starts texting them. I just think it's weird how you condition before you shampoo. Like, how do you know that? The camera, obviously.
Yeah, it's
No,
like how'd you know that? I have a camera. Duh.
I mean like
Where?
I
Don't worry
followed
about it.
you home to your address,
I mean, like,
443 Lane.
she's like talking about like her animals. Like, oh, I got an animal too. You just like show her like a picture of like a handful of roaches. So, like something funny like that.
What?
Or you have like the
Honestly though,
big
if she
worm.
laughs at that, if she genuinely laughed at that, she's probably the one.
So that's Greg, that's Adam, that's Tony, that's Chad, that's Chet.
Yeah, I actually I have a pet rooster, and you just show her a picture of your cock.
No, that's bad.
That's called sexual harassment.
That's called sexual harassment. Now, if it was a drawing of your penis, like badly
It's-
drawn, like like on a cave wall, then it would be
Look
funny.
at his penis.
Like if you drew your own penis like in chalk outside, that would be funny.
Why in the fuck did I load this game up?
Or you like you're talking about like your favorite movies,
I said that on a podcast.
and you have like a video of you like drinking blood, but it's like tomato juice or something. Something cool, make you look like a vampire.
It's just
You should
It-
go on that.
I should definitely tell you about the chats I have. It's not that they're outrageous, it's that they're fucking boring because women really don't understand. Like, if a guy has learned the art of like carrying a conversation
Mhm.
and like being able to move forward, women just think that they're pretty enough to not have to do anything, and so they
Mhm.
don't do anything in the conversation. You have to do everything for them.
Yeah,
It is
that's why you should
irritating.
just freak them out, dude.
Women, just please, if you don't want to talk, don't fucking talk.
when
Yeah,
things
like
start
okay,
dying,
this thing. Yeah.
you start sending him like the roach hand or like a worm.
Oh my god, please.
Yeah, no,
Make-
we
make-
guys, we
go.
appreciate it when you actually talk. And you know, like it's pretty cool when it's just really cool when y'all just say not interested and not give us single word responses or leave us on red for 2 fucking days.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
say, hey,
just-
you're a fat retard.
I mean,
Please
I'm
stop
not
talking
saying
to
that we're
me."
like privy to your attention, but like I feel like at least that we're privy to know that you're not interested or like you just don't want to
say
talk
you
to
don't care, please. God, just
us.
it's like you're stabbing a dead dog.
Just
Oh,
go
and
like,
also be
"Fat
direct with guys. Most of us don't get like underlying meaning.
Yeah, just
Or
say,
kind
hey,
of
fat
stupid.
retard, stop talking to me. It's
my-
perfect.
It
Jesus.
works. And
It does work.
what's even better is I can save the photo, remind myself I'm a fat retard, and then use it as a meme later.
Hey Goomba, shut up. That's what you gotta say.
Oh, and also if you told us no once, and then like I don't know, say you're the fat the fat guy, right?
Mhm.
And you say no to the fat dude once, he comes back jacked. Don't even bother. Don't even bother.
You know, yeah, you
He
did
rem
that. But that's
yeah
not.
he remembers what you said. I guarantee it. He remembers exactly what you
Yeah,
said.
and he
And just
has a
because you
gun
did,
now.
yeah, he
And
brought a gun.
Now he has a
and,
gun.
and men, just for this to work, just for this to be able to work, men, if she says no or if she makes it clear she does not want you near her, just, please give up.
Yeah.
Just stop.
Show up at her house, throw a
You
brick
make
through the
everybody else
window
look
with a note
bad
on it.
because you're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
You gotta throw a brick through her window with a note on it that says, "I know where you live."
Don't be milk.
You have to get
It's
the bunch of roaches in your hand and toss them through the broken window.
it's
By the way,
online dating. Did you really think something spiritual was gonna happen?
That's true.
by
That's
the
so
way,
true.
my appearance change thing, it goes both ways, gents. It goes both ways, fellas. You say she's ugly once, she becomes hot. Don't go crawling back.
She changes her hair color.
Yeah, she gets jacked. She
She
also
gets.
she has a
Yeah,
gun.
She remembers what you said,
has
and
a
she's
gun.
willing to remind you.
She has a gun. She throws a brick through your window.
I remember what you said.
She has a picture of her flexing on the brick. It's and on her bicep it says, "I'm going to kill
Okay.
you."
Hi, fellas, I gotta know, buff girls, are they it?
Hell yeah,
Yes.
Yay or nay?
that's a
Yes.
big yay, dude.
Yeah,
Yes.
big yay? Okay, good. Dope, dope.
I want a girl to like walk up to some guy or some lady, preferably a lady because it's funnier actually. She walks up to her and knocks her out in one punch, and it makes
Strong,
like the
strong
slow mo
women.
sound.
Strong women. I just want you to know you're doing a great job. Please hug me.
Mhm. Yeah, he wants to feel the muscles.
I really
Yeah.
do. I've never actually felt a woman's muscles.
Bordleon wants to see the girl flex, and then be like, "Oh, I think I'm gonna be trans," and then she gets a huge fake penis, right?
Hmm.
And then she just starts banging his ass apart.
I want her to rip my dick off with her fucking muscles.
She just twists it. Ah!
What the fuck is
Also,
going on, server?
fellas, if you don't like buff or muscular women, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, that means you're gay. Actually, I think.
Yeah.
If if you're
It
too
actually
insecure,
does. It means like you're insecure and you think that this woman's gonna outman you. Like,
Yeah.
who cares?
Dude, I love how the dudes who be talking about how like how I'm an advocate for big women. Big women, if you're like ew big women, you're literally not a man. You're a boy. That's just my opinion though.
by big women you
But
mean like a huge lady or like a strong
Built like
lady?
Elon Musk, or
we no, I'm talking about like girls that got a bit of weight on them. So not like
just a
skinny
little
girls.
bit, or
Oh, yeah.
basically just like chubby girls. You mean?
That
Yeah,
doesn't
chubby
matter.
girls are pretty fire too.
Okay, well, no. Okay, would you say Big Lizzo or Lizzo is attractive?
I think it's obvious when someone's too overweight.
Yeah, like Lizzo's size ain't my preference.
Okay, that actually is important to say. Women as big as that, it's not. It's not that it's just not sexy. It's that it's unhealthy, and I care about your health.
It's when it's
I,
worrying.
huh?
It's when it's worrying. You
Yeah.
can tell worrying weight and just like, oh, it's just a fat chick or a fat guy.
Like Gabriel Iglesias, Fluffy. If you're that big, that's kind of worrying. I even care.
Like
I even worry about Gabriel Iglesias getting too big.
Mhm.
I hear what you're saying, man, but at the same time, it's also I feel like what a lot of men need to realize at some level is that if you don't like big women, just say I'm not into big women. It's just not my preference. Like it's like I feel like a lot of men have a tendency to when they not saying this is what you're doing in any way, but I feel like a lot of the men have a weird tendency to point out like, oh, this girl, she's a big girl, and because of that, she's unhealthy or ugly. Like my thing is that it's not really, if it's not your thing, it's not your thing. Move on. It's none of your business. You know,
Yeah,
you feel me?
I think
Yeah.
fat chicks can be hot.
Yeah, I
Yes.
think, dude, I think big girls yeah, can be drop dead gorgeous, and a lot of them are. But if it's like, like if you're into big girls, you can have a point where you're like this. I'm just not attracted to that anymore. You just like that's all you say. You just say I'm not. It's not my preference. You don't
There,
do. It's not my preference because you
Like
just say not my preference.
like the
there's
black lady who
actually.
puts her tits on the little skinny disposable girl. That girl's
Yeah.
hot.
It's too big. That is Jabba
Is it
size.
too much? Is it too
Yes.
much?
Yeah. All you plus size queens, we love you here. We love you here at the
There
Tangents
is.
Why
Podcast.
don't you just suffocate him with your stomachs? That's what you
And
say.
all
Is
the big
actually.
eyed women, yeah, we love you. We love you just as much.
There is actually a chubby girl. Actually, I wouldn't say she's too chubby. She is thick though, and she's redhead. She is gorgeous.
Hmm.
Uh, but the only thing is I will never I will never attempt to get with her, mainly because she has 5 children.
Oh God.
Oh,
And I like to think of myself being able to be decent with children. But there's like, if I wasn't there for like the first two, I don't think I'll be. It's like you're the new supervisor at a job. You're not gonna
Hmm.
last.
No, no.
yeah. This is weird when you get in like a in between a relationship between like a child and their parent.
They're not all of her like
Oh,
blood related children. Yeah, she adopts.
oh,
Oh,
she's
Yeah.
insane.
She basically gives she just gives them love, and she's actually a good
oh,
mom.
oh.
What
Honestly,
difference is that
low key
she's
though,
insane?
low key, she adopts. That's honestly a kind for me anyway. That's a green flag. That's not a red flag. That's a total green flag.
No,
I'm not saying I'd pursue it, but I'm like that's a good woman right there. Any man would be lucky to have her, type deal.
my mother adopted my brothers and sisters.
See, that's a that's a W.
And you could tell that she didn't give milk enough love.
Excuse me?
That's foul.
Pardon me?
I beg your pardon,
That's completely untrue.
bro. He just fucked you, my guy. He really just
Completely
fucked you.
untrue. How dare you accuse my mother of being distant?
Of all the times you give me shit, like this is it. This is the golden ticket that really pissed you off.
No, that's true. But anyway, no, it's true. I was actually thrown in like in a dungeon, shackled.
You're thrown in a dungeon.
Thrown in a dungeon, shackled. I had to listen to other kids having fun while I ate worms and roaches and rats like
Oh my god.
Dracula.
Mother, can we see family? No. No more Christmas just for asking.
Silence, fool.
Oh my god. It's so stupid. What in the fuck is going on?
I saw a movie once, like like someone's mom just like murdered her entire family.
The fuck?
Sounds about right.
I forget what the hell it was. Something it was something blues, like baby blues or some shit. It was a spooky movie. Like they lived on this farm. It was like 4 kids. One was like a baby. And like one day the mom just like snaps, and she like drowns her infant child. And then
Christ.
she chases all the other kids around. She like kills
That's
one.
pretty fucking metal.
Yeah, she kills one with a pitchfork.
Ooh.
I forget what how the other one died. And I think the last like the oldest son like burns her alive. Like he traps her in the house. Oh, sorry, I'm burping. He traps her in the house and like he lights a match while the gas is on. Like she blows up.
She blows up. She doesn't burn. She blows up. I love that.
Yeah, it done didn't blow up, and then she
It
died.
done did. It's stupid.
Done diddly.
She done did blow up is what happened. But yeah,
Yeah, she blowed up.
what other fucked up movies have you guys seen?
I haven't really seen fucked up movies.
I don't remember. All I can think about when I think about fucked up movies is the it's it's the type of scenes where a hot girl gets with a guy and then she decides to during sex kill him,
Mm-hmm.
rip off his dick or cut off his dick. I don't know, it's something along those lines of just like killing this guy just because he was infatuated with her.
Sounds like
That
she
shit goes.
was. It sounds like she was infatuated with him. What the
That
fuck are
goes
you
hard,
talking
bro.
Well,
about?
it's like it fucks with me because it's like, what if I died during that? Like I already end up in shitty relationships.
You will. I did one of those tests for you. Like
Oh yeah,
when will you die and how? I did it for you. It said during sex in 2 years from now,
oh yeah.
On August 4th.
August
In
4th,
another country.
2024. Yeah, with like a small Asian lady. He's like 15, he's 15 years older than you.
Bro, this shit's pissing me off.
What a small Asian lady.
No, it's alright.
Oh, you're doing the Arma thing still?
Yeah, I don't get why.
Speaking of Arma, what are
Yeah.
y'all's predictions for Arma 4?
It's gonna be cool. I think it's gonna be
So,
pretty badass.
I personally think that at least like with Arma 3, I'm a huge fan of Arma 3 soundtrack, and I think Bohemia really nailed it with Arma 3. So I already feel confident saying that Arma 4's soundtrack is gonna hit hard. It's gonna be great.
I wouldn't
That's
know. I turn off
what
all
you're
the
worried
music.
about?
What am I worried about? I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm kind of
Is it
conflicted on the setting.
okay. Alright, okay, so the setting is it might be Cold War just because of
I
Republic.
re- I think I don't know because I I think Arma 4. I'm honestly a lot. This might be unpopular for any of the Arma players, but I honestly really like the 2035 setting. I think it's a really cool setting, and I'd like to see some kind of continuation with it, especially since they've delved a pretty good amount into like with the subsequent DLCs into not only the the conflict in Altus, but just the geopolitics of NATO and CSAT, which I think is really cool. So I'd personally like to see a continuation of the 2035 setting.
Mm,
I
Um, but that's just me. What do you
I don't
guys
know.
think?
I thought that the weaponry was retarded.
Oh yeah,
Basically,
me
just
too.
just because. So the vehicles weren't too bad. It was just the weaponry is like it was either the stupid blocky looking
with the
carbine
MX.
rifles, yeah, or it was either the this is what the fuck.
Okay, what was your problem with it? Come on, keep going.
I would
This
prefer
has to be
early
a mod.
2000s type of setting.
Early 2000s.
Wouldn't that be cool?
That would be much better, honestly.
Mm,
That'd be sick.
I
Yeah,
I kind of after playing through Arma 2 and Arma 2 Arrowhead and like the whole and the British DLC and whatnot to Operation Arrowhead, I kind of feel like I'm kind of tired of the early 2000s vibe to be setting to be completely honest.
You just don't like Weezer. If they put
I
Weezer
just
as the
don't like
main soundtrack
what?
for Arma
Weezer.
4, that'd be badass. If I could fucking mow some Muslims down and listen to Buddy Holly, I'd be happy.
I just, for me, I guess it's just I kind of want to see a lot more of of. I guess I want like a more geopolitical stuff that's actually like genuinely interesting, as opposed to Arma 2 and Operation Arrowhead, where Arma 2 was just like spoilers for I guess people who haven't played Arma 2 at this point, just kind of hunting down the dudes that killed your squad leader and then just a war in basically Arma's version of Iraq.
what about
Yeah.
what about it's the Emu War? in Arma 4.
Didn't you
Playing
say?
as the Australians.
Okay, I remember this. You were talking about this in the podcast you uploaded without me around. What the fuck was that about?
The Emu War?
Yes.
I
You
don't
not
remember.
know what the emu war is, dude?
We were talking about how
No.
we have a huge backlog of like 50,000 podcasts, and that World War IV would be about the emus versus the Australians again. It's something like that.
As in like the giant fucking birds?
Do you not know what the emu war
The
was?
fucking emu.
No.
You've never heard of it?
No.
Whoa, history lesson. We'll come back to Arma in a sec.
Yeah, go ahead.
We're going off
Give him
another
the history.
tangent.
To summarize, basically, after World War One, all these Australians came back, and as thanks, the government gave all these Australians fucking land. Well, the problem is that Australia won its national like animal or bird is the emu, and the thing is, emus are very big, and they destroy a lot of things. They kind of trample land, so. So farmers were having a problem where their land and their crops that they had just acquired after, literally fighting and dying over in Europe and in the Middle East and shit. Um, their land was getting trampled. So the government was like, you know what? We need to. This was before like animal conservation shit was going on. At least what in terms of being a worldwide thing. Uh, but basically they were like, let's kill all the emus and our problems will go away. So so the Australians sent out like a couple soldiers to go out with a fucking like a Vickers machine gun or whatever the fuck from the that had been loaned to them from the British Army. They
Mm.
mounted it on the back of trucks and they just went out to try and kill as many like literally wipe out like half of the emu population. They couldn't do it. They were too fast.
They lost.
Yeah,
Jesus
they lost.
Christ.
The emus were too quick.
The emus were planning out like terrorist attacks on Australia, and they had to.
They had logistics and they
Yeah.
were
And
trying
dude,
to.
like they took this shit like it was a real ass war, bro. Like I'm not even joking.
The Australians had to
Mm.
call a ceasefire finally after heavy
Hmm.
losses against the emus.
Yeah, they were just too quick. So then, but now the emu is a heavily guarded and protected species in Australia.
Yeah, the Australians would actually like try to mow down the emus like in a pincer movement, but they end up just shooting at each
Mhm.
other.
Yeah, yeah, dude, it surprised them. Emus are fast, bro. They're really fast.
Okay, you were right.
The emu,
Uh, Argus
About?
about the custom settings.
big
So it's
brain.
working. It's working as it should now.
Once I update it, yeah.
Mm,
Glad to hear.
mm, oh, mm,
Yeah, back
mm.
to our Arma 4 predictions.
Yeah, I would love like a Australia versus emu type thing, or like a ground like a hog mole people, you know, like a hog
Hopefully,
people or
when
some
Arma 4
shit.
comes out, they'll get rid of the client side rabbits.
Or you know what?
God, those things are annoying.
How about this? They get rid of all the guns. It's like medieval warfare.
Jesus Christ,
They just
no.
get they just get Web Knight in on it to just like okay, just put your melee mod in our game by default.
What
Yeah.
about instead it's World War II and they
On it.
actually and they add they actually have different models this time and it's not just male and maybe occasionally a female. They even add children.
Why would they add
Jesus.
children?
I don't think Bohemia would do that.
Yeah, why would they even need that? Why do you need children?
You didn't want to shoot a kid in the face?
No, not a beautiful German one.
See, this is why you got issues, bro. Beautiful German one.
Not a beautiful
I
German
don't.
child.
I could see them doing a World War II setting, but I don't think that would go over well with
Yeah.
people.
It would actually go well. Reason why is because of Arma's Law of War and Art of War. Basically, it was
Mm,
them trying to encourage players to understand that there are laws to war, as in you can't just act out and do all these fucked up things.
yeah, Laws
Okay,
of
the
War,
bunch
by
of
the way.
players.
Anyone
yeah,
who hasn't played it, go play Laws of War. All the proceeds go to helping, humanitarian organizations clear out minefields across the world and keep people from dying and, support people who are victims of war. So, buy Laws of War. Even if you don't play it, the proceeds go to a great cause.
The problem I see with making like a base game World War II for Arma would be like you're just taking away like tons of other systems like UAVs and drones and shit. Whereas like
Yeah,
a
I think
DLC just adds to it, but like if it's a base game thing, like you're just gonna lose all the other stuff that they built.
I think if Arma is going to do I think if Arma 4 really is going to be the better version of Arma 3, I think what they need to do in terms of setting, it has to be something um
Modern.
it has to be something modern or close to it. I don't think Cold War would go over well because like people are gonna be like, well, you just had Armor Reforger and shit, and that was Cold War. I don't think Cold War would go over well. It'd be nostalgic for the people that played like the old school like Cold War Rearmed or whatever the hell it was called. Though
yeah, that's
I
what it
just don't
was.
think it would go over fantastically because people like having all those cool systems that like the 2035 setting brought was a game changer. But we have a lot of those systems in the modern day. So I think it'd be cool if it either matched our current setting or current timeline or did something near future or something a couple years ago and just like things played out differently than they did
What
here.
what I meant to say was that when they had that come out, a lot of players actually didn't care. They were upset that they had to go along with this Geneva Convention thing, mainly because they just wanted it to be another first-person shooter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's uh, so if they add massive weaponry to Arma 4, and they even have it set to where you can even commit war crimes based on the way you play, it it could affect the way the game turns out.
What do you mean?
Uh, okay,
Like the
so
game
like what
match,
what I
or
deal with right now is it's just basically the main settings. It's like I have to come up with my own fucking codes just to make certain features work.
Bordleon's like in the Matrix right
Shut up.
now.
It's not, the Matrix isn't cool. There's nobody cool here. Everyone's a fucking nerd.
Matrix is cool.
No, they're all wearing trench coats. They all look like school shooters.
Yeah, but he has kung
Anyways,
fu.
um, basically I feel like there are missing modules. So if they make a campaign, that campaign would have to have modules that would change the way it turns out the more you play. Basically, your style of fighting and combat would affect the way the game ends. And those modules could then be applied for other players to make their own sort of campaign or
Mm-hmm.
whatever scenario like I'm doing right now and make a better turnout.
Like the piss and shit module, where if you piss and shit a little too much, it starts stinking up the place. You get found out too quickly. So
It's like
you have
it's
to
like I went
actually
to a UN
burn.
meeting and then Milk was there and he was just like, I also think that if you just feed the kids in Africa, everybody would be happy.
I'm pretty sure if you had a piss and shit module where, or if you piss and shit a little too much, all your bases keep getting found. So you actually have to take time to burn all the piss and shit, or drink it or eat it, whichever one you pick.
Or you could give it a funeral service like
Yeah.
we Marines did.
Yeah, that takes the longest time though. But that's also goes along with the Geneva Convention on the shit law, shit policy. All
You
shit
done?
deserves a respectful burial.
God damn it! This fucking guy every fucking time.
Do y'all see
Uh,
Arma 4 having a co-op campaign?
Of
Because
course.
I
yes,
think that'd be
they
pretty
did
dope.
it twice. For Prairie Fire and they did it for Apex. So
Yeah.
it should be an option for the next one.
I need
If they're
Apex.
gonna if they're gonna do say they say fuck it, ignore us,
Hmm.
and they do a continuation to the 2035 timeline. Instead of if they did that, instead of seeing, um, instead of just playing as like some random soldier like we did in Arma 3's campaign, just kind of wrapped up in all this shit, I think it'd be better if we played as one of uh either Scott Miller or a team working closely with Scott Miller. I think that'd be pretty cool. Like basically Apex, but 2.0, I suppose.
What the fuck was it called? East Wind. That's what it was called.
That's mhm.
Yeah, so basically that you're probably right. They'll probably do something like that. They'll probably end up making it to where buildings are destroyed differently. And they'll make that the main focus of the game, where that device is constantly going off, and they bring it back, and then it's constantly going off, and then it's just making all these buildings in these cities destroyed, and it looks different in each city. It's not like a
Are you talking about the East One device?
yes.
Well, I think maybe CSAT made another one, but by where Arma 3 is in its current timeline, on the decline geopolitically, and they lost the East One device.
Or it could be Russia.
That is another thing. I think the only thing that could revive East One revive CSAT politically would be Russia's entrance into it, or officially announcing that it's a member.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yes.
Because
Uh,
in the Contact DLC, we did see the involvement of Russia, but it's never confirmed if they're there on behalf of CSAT or they're there on behalf of just themselves.
You guys want to move to Russia?
no.
No.
Why not?
I think that's pretty obvious. But well, what do you mean?
You mean they're winning?
No, they're
You're
not.
asking me to move to Ukraine? Come on.
They're not winning. They're not giving
Oh,
up,
that's true.
but they're not winning.
It's just a matter of time.
All right, now the podcast has been canceled.
Now the
They
podcast
lo-
has been canceled. I stand
Yeah.
with
they,
Russia. I just
they
don't like.
literally
We do not. Milk is a fucking.
Can I be honest? Let me be real.
they
Oh my
literally said
God,
Ukraine
no!
was using black magic, bro.
Let me be real. I just don't like when people shit all over Russia
Oh my
and they
God.
have like this anti-Russian view now, just because they're doing
my-
something evil. They hate all the regular Russian people living there.
I would say sometimes it's
No, we
not
don't.
warranted, but this time it is.
No,
I
we
follow
we
plenty
hate.
of Russian artists, and they all get shit now because they're just live in Russia.
Well, that's
Yeah,
because
but it's just
whoever's
stupid
giving them
people.
shit is fucking retarded. Guys, we don't hate the Russian people. Arnold Schwarzenegger does not even hate the Russian people. He
Arnold?
knows. We know. Yes, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Did you not know that?
He fought the Predator, dude.
Good job, Milk. You know something about Arnold.
He fought the Predator. He was the Terminator. He was in Total Recall.
Also thought he was Russian.
He had a baby. He, he was a
Anyways,
cop in
he
kindergarten.
he basically gave out a message saying that he knows that the Russian people aren't behind it, and he implores them to stand up against their government to
Oh, they're gonna
consider
get
what they're doing
slaughtered.
is wrong.
You're just asking them
Huh?
to go to the gulag real quick.
No, no. Look, it really is. It's Putin and it's the Russian government and it is the Russian army. They are wrong. None of them have said that they admit that they're wrong. They're just consistently doing stupid shit,
Yeah.
and they're making it. They're digging a deeper grave for themselves.
And they keep trying to say that Nazis live in Ukraine.
Mhm.
But I always find it funny when they started saying there were Nazis in Ukraine was when they annexed Crimea, like the same year.
Yep.
So yeah, there's definitely Nazis there. Then I think about it, it's not just the scapegoat bullshit lie. It's actually
It's
real.
it's fucking Europe, bro. There's
Um,
Nazis all over the damn place.
Yeah, I heard Putin's dying.
Oh really?
I heard he has AIDS or some shit.
That's tough.
That's real tough. I heard he
I
gave
think
it
his,
to all his generals too. He gave them
I
AIDS.
say, you think his
What?
cronies gave it to him?
Maybe a little bit too much kissing on the lips.
I could see him getting his ass taken out by his own guys.
They said, Comrade Putin, we've given you AIDS. Now the only way we will give you the cure is if you successfully defeat Ukraine.
He's like, no! He starts throwing like shit all over the place.
That's the real reason he invaded.
He like goes savage. He turns insane. He's like a caveman in like his office.
Shirtless still.
Yeah, he's like shirtless and all cut up.
Yeah, moral of the story. I'm excited to see Armor 4, ladies and gents. I'm
Mhm.
excited to see Armor 4.
Moral of the story is I want to go to Russia one last time.
I want to fuck some Russian hoes. That'd be pretty dope.
Russia's cool. They got heroin addicts. They got people on crocodile. They got.
Doping.
Seen the Russian dudes on crocodile?
Speaking of doping, you all know that the Russian Olympic Council got caught doping at the latest Olympics?
Mm.
Yeah.
So not only was Russia banned, now their committee's banned.
Yeah. I heard Russia has a huge problem with heroin and stuff. But I
You
guess
hear
so
about
do we,
the
don't we?
hear about that NBA player that
Hmm?
that the WNBA player that she got caught with weed at the airport. Like, dude, you know you're going to a country where they don't accept American customs.
Oh,
Why
yeah.
would you bring this? You can't just protest on your first day in a country where you don't even live there.
There was a story also in Japan, the same type of story. Some autistic girl, right?
Mm-hmm.
She wanted cookies from like a fan or some shit. I don't know, I forget what she did. And then the fan sent it to her, and it turns out they were weed cookies. She had no idea. And then 6 months later, not even the autistic girl who got the cookies, the autistic girl's roommate that she was staying with at the time, she got taken in by the police,
Oh my
and they
god.
pretty much like what they did, like they took her into the prison pretty much. Or not prison, they took her to jail. And in Japan they can hold you for 20 days.
Yep.
And pretty much, yeah, they just interrogated her from dawn to dusk every single day, trying to get her to confess. And then finally she was released, and then they took the autistic girl instead, and they did the same thing.
I think there was a study done by a third party that found that something like a something maybe like 85% of Japan's people who have been arrested and convicted, most of them didn't do anything, and that most of the confessions are extracted through the method like you had said. And that they're not even legitimate confessions. People just say that they did it, so they'll stop.
Yeah, they get interrogated for like hours,
Mm-hmm.
and then they're forced into their jail cells, and they're not allowed to speak to anybody.
Also, don't think they're.
Anybody
I don't,
talks, they get shushed.
I don't think they can even. I could be very wrong in saying this, but I think that they are also not allowed to request legal counsel during that time. So, like, they can't say, "I want a lawyer."
What they would
Like, you can't
do
hear.
is that if they find out that you're complaining and shit, they'll put you like in like leather bindings and stuff. Like this like specific leather binding that goes around your stomach and on your arms.
Jesus.
And a lot of times they'll put them way too fucking tight.
Mm-hmm.
And some people have fucking died from like internal bleeding because of it.
That would be right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Japan
ladies
has
and
a
gents,
crazy policing force.
ladies and gents, Japan is not as sunshine and rainbows as you thought. It's literally full of corruption.
It's not ooh woo.
I've
It's
been
not
saying
ooh.
Japan is still very imperialistic.
Yep.
Yeah, like
It's just
just wait
'cause
till you tell that
America
one
is
weeaboo
mad
that
bloodthirsty.
Japan. Just wait until that one weeaboo that Japan refuses to acknowledge that they kidnapped Korean women and raped them.
Or that they destroyed half
They
of
literally
China.
eradicated like half of Korea's culture systematically.
Or the Nanking massacre.
And then, by the way, and then lie about it. Even in hindsight, still lie about it.
Or the fact that they were hanging out with Nazis.
That's what they did with comfort women, Korean comfort women.
Comfort women? You mean
Mm-hmm.
whores? Whores?
No,
Whoas?
yeah, no, they were not hoes.
Hoes?
Like comfort women. Do you not know anything about those?
Whoas?
Comfort women are women um who were
Yes.
I get yeah who were kidnapped, forced into basically sex slavery, and then many of them died because they were literally like beaten to death by Japanese soldiers, and many of the survivors today they still have no reparations because Japan's current government anyway refuses to acknowledge or admit that they ever did anything
Yeah.
to those women. So they're lying.
It's the same with the shit they
So
did in World War II.
yeah. I mean, we covered up like that the people that did experiments on in Nanking. We helped those people because I guess 1940s America pretty poggers.
Yeah, I guess we felt so bad that we bombed them a little bit. But let's not say that Japan wasn't asking for it.
Operation Paperclip, ladies and gents. I mean, that was different.
Yeah,
The Japanese thing's
Japan
different.
has done a lot of atrocities and shit, and they just never
Yes,
take responsibility for it.
because they know they don't have to.
Yeah, it's fucked up. At least Germany has enough self awareness to have a little bit of shame about being Nazis in the past.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty dark, but I still love Japan. Japan's awesome.
Do y'all know that? You know when Shinzo Abe got assassinated? Um,
Because he was funny.
people thought that no people the Japanese police misidentified or people misidentified the shooter as like Hideo Kojima. So the police almost
Oh,
arrested
oh yeah,
Hideo Kojima because for the assassination of fucking Shinzo
yeah,
Abe.
yeah,
Or people they're like, "Did you hear Hideo Kojima assassinated Shinzo Abe?" And Hideo Kojima's like, "What?"
yeah.
I
They had
was
like a
like, "Bro,
picture of him on like a one news website. They had like his
yeah." I was like,
picture. It's
"Yeah."
the
I
gone
was like,
person.
"Bro, he can't get a fucking break, dude."
That is hilarious, dude.
Man, first Bandai Namco literally steals his franchise from him, and then, oh damn, shit's tough.
Yeah, Hideo Kojima was interrogated for 15 days.
They wouldn't. Maybe they would. I
Yeah,
don't know.
he finally confessed to murdering Shinzo
Though
Abe. Finally, after being coerced into
I've been hearing recently that Shinzo Abe wasn't as great of a dude as as people have been saying he was.
I've seen plenty of memes where like they're like, "Oh, the guy who killed him was a hero" and shit.
Yeah, like I brought it to one of the homies who like keeps up with Japanese news and whatnot, and he was telling me that
Weeb.
Shinzo Abe was pretty much the Japan's version of Donald Trump.
Yeah, I'm surprised Donald Trump wasn't assassinated. People kept trying.
There was
Yeah, man,
attempts.
Yeah, there were attempts,
man,
but I'm
bro.
surprised nobody was able to do it.
That's not. I shouldn't say that. I was about to say that's
It's a
terrible.
new
That
day
sounds like
and age when security has reached peak and nobody thinks to check security now.
Nah, I could just sneeze.
Should
like
I have
Donald
not
Trump.
said that? You guys got really quiet.
I could sneeze.
You guys are like,
man.
Borlon,
So what if he's a former president? I should be able to say whatever I want about him.
Borlon, you should really
But
shut the
yeah,
fuck
I'm
up.
sure a bunch of Japanese guys are gonna listen to this, translated like, you know what, Argus is right. Shinzo Abe was a bitch, and I'm glad he's dead. That's what they're all
I
gonna
didn't
say.
say. I didn't say I'm glad he's dead. I'm just like
That's what
he
they're
wasn't a
saying.
great dude.
That's what
Yeah,
they're
true.
saying.
That's what a lot of people are saying.
Yeah, I don't
Which
really
I'm
give a
curious.
shit.
I need to look into him now because now I'm curious what made him so bad.
I didn't even know who he was.
Other than the fact that he pretty much like spoke Donald Trump's language.
I like anime. I've been watching. What's that fucking? God damn it! I'm drawing a blank. I've been watching
Yeah,
the
bro. I
one with
watch
the
anime too.
samurai and the demons. Been watching
Oh,
Demon Slayer.
fucking Demon Slayer.
That's a good damn anime.
Yeah, bro, I watch anime too.
I cried at the movie theater like a baby.
When Rengoku died.
Yep. Oh my
Yeah,
lord.
spoiler alert, Rengoku dies. Don't
Yeah.
get mad at
Well, you
us.
already
It's
said a
been like
spoiler. It's
it's
too
been
late.
yeah, it's been out for a decent bit of time at this point. So
Yep. I saw it at the movie theater with my friend, and we
yeah,
were the
we've
only
had the
two in
movie
there.
and a whole second season. We're about to get a third season.
Dude, we were the only ones in that movie theater. We thought it was like, oh, we're gonna have like a gay little session in here, and then some big, huge,
Gay little
some,
session.
some big, huge fat guy walks in, and I'm like, yep, that's pretty much the target audience. And then like my friend's like, oh, it's smelly in here now.
Fuck, poor guy.
Yeah, well,
I can't
I'm
help
the
but
same
laugh.
way. I'm a big fat hairy man. I don't blame him. He was beating off. He sat in the very front.
Oh my god, there's no way. Yeah, he was beating.
Everybody knows the people who beat off in the movie theater are the ones who sit in the very front. But yeah, with that note, I think we're done, man.
Are we? How long are we going to be going for?
It's been
One
an
one
hour and a
hour,
half.
30 minutes.
Oh, damn. Okay.
All right,
Do the outro.
say your goodbyes. Say your
Don't you do
goodbyes.
what you did last time, motherfucker.
I'm about to blow.
No,
No,
stop. Stop.
don't do that. I
That was a
actually,
joke.
this is for all the viewers out there. Fucking Bordleon said the N word last episode, and I actually have to edit this stuff now. He's giving me work to do for no reason.
Nigeria.
That's fine. But anyways, goodbye everybody. I hope
Peace.
you enjoyed this. I hope you love me more than Borlon.
And remember to wear a condom on your head
Yeah, wear a condom on the
How-
balls as well. Everybody forgets the balls for some reason.
for when you get fucked up.
You got to put the condom on your cock and the balls. All right, good night.